Hi everyone, my name is Antoinette Del Vasto. I'm the co-chair of Fredericton Pride. Today I'm here with mayoral candidate John M. Reid, who's running in Fredericton for the mayoral election of 2026. John, do you want to tell the people why you wanted to run this year?
Well, I want to run this year because not much attention is paying to what's going on in the world. And in the position that we're in, that's the head of the dam and the Mactaquac Dam, and what could happen if things get hostile here in this area.
Okay, we can definitely dive further into that. So, for the dam. So, to start off, I always like to ask some engaging questions just to kind of break the ice a little bit. What would you say your most useless talent is?
Public speaking.
Public speaking, it's a useless talent.
Yeah.
Okay, all right, that's good.
Yeah.
And what do you think, what would be 3 things that I might find under your bed?
Under my bed. Nothing.
Nothing. You're clean, you're spotless, no dust bunnies, no dog hair, no pets.
Well, no pets, no.
No, you're good to go. All right, well, that's perfect. Let's start this off then. So the first question we're going to start off with is, if elected, will you commit to protecting the budgets of public transit, trail lighting, and community food programs from future cuts?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. What specific barriers did you face improving? This is your first time running, correct? Okay, we're going to skip that one. What role do you think the city can play in supporting the infrastructure or land use needs for such a facility to ensure residents have a safe, clear entry point of care?
Well, again, funding is kind of I haven't been there, so I don't know what's available.
That's a
question that I need to get orientated with.
And absolutely, and when you're in that position, that'll all come. Okay, this one we can do. Thousands of Frederictonians are currently without a doctor and rely on after-hours clinics. How will you use your position to advocate for more municipal supported walking capacity while the province works on a long-term attachment?
Well, in here, I've designed another hospital over on the other side of the river. That's what I'm trying to promote along with, but that would be a underground shelter unit.
An underground shelter unit?
Yeah.
As well as a hospital?
The hospital, all the medical doctors and everything are all in the Brookside Mall, and people in the hallway of the Brookside Mall is the public corridor, right? It's not really a good place for them. So it should, I think, all be moved over. And there's different projects that I'm looking to bring along with that to bring more underground facilities for people that may find themselves in a conflict and need a place to go.
Is there more benefits to underground that I'm unaware of?
Well, the fact is that if we got in hostilities like other places, we have to learn from that, right? And if we got in hostilities, the dam or the hospital over here could be severely damaged, right? I mean, there's not where this would provide a place that would be camouflaged and also underground and fallout protection. So we're talking 6'8" walls and concrete, and then lead as opening closures and so on. So it's a substantial building.
Yeah. Okay. We're talking bigger. All right. Okay. Now, for you, what will you do as mayor to ensure the safety of hosts of attendees of any positive events like drag story times or any kind of events that happen in downtown Fredericton? The reason they're asking this question is because a lot of crime has been happening with events going on downtown. Mm-hmm. So as mayor, what kind of entities would you put forward to make sure that Frederictonians feel safe doing performances and going to shows and whatnot?
Well, you should have safety, period, right?
Yeah.
So no, I would put all I could towards that.
So more funding, yeah.
More funding, more services, and yeah.
Yep. Okay. So the other question from the community of Pride is curious if the new mayoral leader will follow other Canadian cities and provide free menstrual products in all city-managed washrooms, ensuring they are stocked and accessible to everyone.
I would.
You would do that? Okay. Public education. Will you support city-funded public education initiatives to raise awareness about intersex variations and importance of bodily autonomy? Yes, perfect. If elected mayor, would you mandate that city staff, particularly those in recreation, transit, and emergency services, receive specific recurring training on 2S LGBTQIA and intersex variations to prevent harassment and ensure dignified service?
Do they now?
I know there's certain funding for it, and there's certain education programs, but I think most of them are voluntary and not mandatory.
Mm-hmm.
And I think a lot of people would like more mandatory ones.
If the funding was there,
Then yeah, absolutely. Okay, perfect. Will you commit to fully funding a permanent, physically and financially accessible cultural space where ethnoculture communities can showcase their history and contributions? So this would go along with the cultural center. They're looking at building new ones, doing more public funding for the city.
Yeah. Yeah, it sounds.
So that's something you'd be interested in?
If the funds are available.
Yep. So paratransit wait times remain a significant barrier to employment social life. Will you commit to funding an on-demand paratransit technology to reduce booking lead times from days to hours? So the paratransit is for
I know all about
you know,
paratransit,
okay.
Right? I don't use it because I can use a bus, and at times I would have liked to have paratransit, but wait times are just too long.
They're too long. So do you have any ideas on how you, as mayor, could make that better? And if not, that's okay too. We're putting you on the spot.
I have no idea right now how we can make it better, but I know it needs to be made better.
It does need to be made better, absolutely. So how will you ensure that the city's inclusive municipality framework explicitly protects those with invisible disabilities? So neurodivergence, chronic pain, sensory processing disorders.
Mm-hmm. Once told they should, right?
Sure.
Once told they should. I have the same problem. You can't see my injury, right? But I got 6 compressed vertebrae, so.
So yeah, you're dealing with it.
And I do have some trouble sometimes getting to put the bus down and so on.
So yeah, okay. So at that point, it's just coming up with better solutions on how we can improve that then.
Once told, they should pay attention to it.
Yeah, absolutely. So families of older children and adults with disabilities often cannot shop at stores that lack specialized equipment. Will you use the mayor's office to advocate for implementing a municipal incentive for Carolyn's carts to be available in all retail and grocery stores within city limits? So Carolyn's carts they're generally bigger carts that can fit bigger infants in them, if I'm not mistaken. So, someone's child with autism, for an example, if they want to be in the cart, they'll be able to because the carts are designed bigger. A lot of other cities have brought in these specialized carts.
So these carts, the stores aren't providing?
They're not yet, not here anyway, but other cities have been implementing them. So our community was asking these questions.
I would definitely try to get them to
be interested in it. Okay. So elders aging in isolation. Will you commit to funding a culturally specific senior programming and ensure that the municipal elders services reflect the diverse backgrounds of Fredericton's aging population?
I would.
What is your plan to help low-income seniors age in a place safely in Fredericton? Would you support a municipal tax deferral or grant program to protect them from being priced out of their homes?
I think I would too. It's a bad situation. The rents have gone up and
significantly.
Your income doesn't go up.
Unfortunately not.
Relationship to
No, absolutely. So programming and social connection, how will you use the city recreation and community centers to create safe, intergenerational programming that specifically reaches out to marginalized elders to combat the crisis of social isolation? So basically, what programs would you be looking at providing for senior citizens?
As many as I could possibly.
Okay.
Right.
Oh, as many as we can fit in there.
There are a lot of seniors here in the area, right?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Fredericton is an aging population. So, if elected mayor, how will the city of Fredericton work with the Holistic Tribal Council to identify and commemorate the history of residential school survivors within our city limits? Is that something you'd be willing to work with?
That'd be something I'd be willing to work with.
Absolutely. Okay. So I'm going to ask a question about youth now. The youth in these communities often feel the most disconnected from City Hall. What specific mechanisms, example, queer-led youth council or youth council, will you implement to ensure the next generation is heard and to encourage the next generation to get involved with politics? Whew.
Whatever I could.
Whatever you could.
Again, I'm new at this.
Yeah. But you're here?
I'm for the youth.
Yeah, absolutely. So we zoomed through this pretty quickly. The last question I'll really ask you from our board is, how will you, if elected mayor, personally and professionally support the Champion, Fierté Fredericton Pride, US, and other marginalized cultural festivals to ensure they are celebrated as essential to Fredericton's identity?
I would.
You would? Okay. So I'm glad we have your support on that. Now, tell me more about the dam. So you're running because...
Okay. I'm running because of the situation in the world and what has been happening, the threats that are coming, and the fact that the dam is there. Do you know what the height of the water here is?
Do I know what the of the water
Height
is?
of the water from a dam breach might be?
No, I do not.
Well, you're looking about 70 feet or in around that area.
Okay, so it'll be bad.
If it was a full breach, right?
Okay.
Now, in 2023, June 6th, the Kakhovka Dam in Ukraine was hit. So there's still a target of opportunity. And that's a concern that I have with the people here in Fredericton.
Okay.
And different things that we can do to make getting out of the center of the city as quickly as possible.
Okay.
Right?
So
besides the shelters that I'm trying to get installed to give a safe place to go there would be air supplied.
okay.
Okay. Sealed and air supplied. These are what I'm trying to put in is fallout shelters, which are sealed against chemicals, so they would be sealed against water as well.
And have you talked to Frederictonians about this? Have people said that this is what they were interested in?
No, this is kind of a venture that I'm putting together myself because I think the city needs it.
Okay.
Okay. And I've talked to some people, of course, right? But we're living in dangerous times.
1,000%, yes.
Right. And that's what I'm trying to eliminate. I've indicated these trucks here because they're like a concrete plant on wheels. So you don't, you can do a lot of work in a short period of time because you bring in the truck and just haul in the ingredients and mix it there right on site.
And what are these trucks hauling?
They're just a mixing plant for concrete.
Okay.
Okay, so you bring in the ingredients, mix them all together, and pour concrete right out of the truck. You don't have to haul trucks back and forth to move, so that would help in speeding up different projects that I'm looking for.
All right.
This is the Canadian Dam Association, and they have been in effect since I think 1987. And before that, Canco was involved in the guidelines for dams and so on. The dam is 12 miles away from the city, so it's really close.
It's in radius, yeah.
There's not much time to react if something was to happen.
Okay, no, these are all good things to know. Well, that's excellent.
These are kind of something that I'm looking to have just to help fund the units.
So this isn't.
Try to get it. That would be like a dog tag that you wear. I didn't bring mine in today, but oops.
No, that's all right. Just put it right back on the tie here. So it would be a dog tag to wear.
With an NFC number on it, so that you could be identified if something was to ever happen.
Okay, so this is.
And that shows the courthouse, and of course the courthouse is built with no possible way of escape if something was to happen. Besides, I have on my site, which is here, a section on liquefaction, which is what would happen if a dam breach occurred. It would soften the ground and for about 60 to 70 feet in about 100 to 300 meter range. So
Okay, so it'd be bad, yeah. Is there a time limit?
You have a minute and a half.
We have a minute. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do a quick closing because my phone's going to time out, and that's unfortunately what happens. I'll take a picture of this and add it, but I'm just going to. Perfect. Yeah. Thank you. So I'm just going to shake your hand and say thank you so much for meeting with me. I appreciate it. We're going to take the video and put everything on Facebook. We're going to edit it. But thank you for meeting with me again. If you want to say anything else, now is your time to. No, you're okay. Perfect. All right. Thank you, Fredericton Pride community. We'll be talking soon. And again, Co-Chair Antoinette Del Vasto here, and this is John M. Reid, and we'll be chatting soon.